All right. This is my new thing we're doing. I'm interviewing all of my clients to see to talk about their companies, to see how bookkeeping has helped them. And I want to introduce, as you guys all already know, Jerry and Lexi Feta. They are amazing. They refer me clients all the time. I love what they do. And they're also really good friends of mine and really good people. So I wanted to start with you guys, and please tell me or tell our audience a little bit about your company and what you guys do.
Yeah, so the company is Wealth Dynamics. And so what we do is we help families and individuals first become financially educated. And then from there, we help them build solvency, which is a big part of then working with Maya. Our company is Solvency Now. So we want solvency now with our clients. And then once they're solvent, we help them build greater levels of financial freedom so that they can ultimately become financially independent and no longer have to trade time for money in order to make ends meet.
I love that so much. That's like what everyone is trying to achieve, how to become financially solvent, how to become, how to stop trading time for money. I love all those concepts. I really, I signed up for your program, so we know proof is in the pudding. I love what you guys do. Okay, can you tell me a little bit about how you see like the changes in clients between like when they start with you and then towards the end?
Yeah, Lexi, you could probably speak better to that. You kind of see the back end with clients a lot more.
Yeah, so kind of like what Jerry said, the very first thing that we focus on is getting people educated, right? Because a lot of, probably I would say like 99% of our clients that come in, they may know something about finances, but not a lot of people truly do know because it's something that's just not taught in school, right? So one of the big things that we do is to get them, started on that. You're getting them financially educated, teaching them things that not found in like traditional school. So I've seen, people's lives change literally from just taking one course that helps them as simple as, getting their budget down and getting them saving. So, I've seen people's lives literally like change for the better within, days or weeks of just having taken a course, just getting that knowledge down and, actually implementing it for themselves. And then for someone who's, as they become more educated, they get more of these knowledge in, you can really see the difference in, not only in their finances because they're saving more, they're getting out of debt, they're making more income. It's it's wild, especially in operations, because that's where I'm over. So I'm over our entire operation, so I can see, as people become clients, they're brand new, not a lot of education, maybe even like a lot of debt, and not a lot of income, and then just months or even a couple of years down the road, now they're out of debt. They have a lot of knowledge, and now they're also saving a lot of money. So it's really like something that's life-changing and something that's very, very cool to see.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
I love that.
And I think when we connect them with Maya, especially, like what we see is they become a lot more organized. And that's going to sound like a very simple statement, but when you realize like what we do with clients, we help them with all the basics like Lexi mentioned, but then we get into things like tax planning, right? And so they might have, 2 or 3 corporations, and they might have a trust, and they might have, all of these different investments that are paying them. And those are all great things in and of themselves. But if it's like all just going into a messy pile, then it turns out not so great. Like the, tax season comes around and they're kind of like, man, I don't know if I like this as much as I did 11 months ago.
Yeah.
So, we've seen that. And then also just with our team, like we it's a lot cleaner for us. Our staff has a lot easier time interacting with clients because we're like, hey, we want to see XYZ report or statement, and actually have it instead of like, they've never done it before, or they try to do it and they've got like 2/3 of it, but there's a lot of it missing. So it just makes people organized. It smooths things out. And it makes it simple, right? We don't want it to be added levels of complexity as they go up their finances. They should have more and more simplicity.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I know that we both refer people to TaxHive, and TaxHive has told me several times how they love your clients because they're so educated and they, they love having the bookkeeping already organized. They've told me, so many times how people come in, and we know this, with like, okay, can you do my taxes? And they're like, yeah, give us your books. And they're like, huh?
What are books?
Yeah.
What was that?
So exactly. So all of your clients, that we have mutually, Tax Hive is super happy about, and they love how organized it is. And also other CPAs, that I send clients to with books there. I had a CPA tell me today that the books were perfect and it made such a big difference in being able to do what she needed to do for the clients. And I was like, thank you. I'm
That's
happy
awesome.
to interview her as well. Awesome. And then I know we're doing some bookkeeping stuff for you guys as well. Do you want to talk about that a little bit and say how that has made a difference for you guys personally? Probably Lexi will have more to say about this.
She's more hands-on with that.
Yeah,
absolutely. So one thing that I noticed immediately was just the save of time, right? Because like I'm a very busy person, and it seems like every single day as we're expanding, I get more busy and busy. So with you guys, with Solvency, and now helping with our bookkeeping and helping with our payroll, it has literally given me like hours and hours of time back just each week, which is a big deal because I can put that now on things that I can actually like, I'm good at, because I'm, like for me, my rule of thumb is if I'm not professional at something, especially with bookkeeping, I have no business doing it. I'd rather hire someone that's professional, that's really good at doing it, to manage that. That way they can free up my time, and I can use that freed up time to focus on what I do best while I have someone else, doing that work that they're good at, that's professional. So that's definitely like, I think the biggest difference it's made for me is just like those hours that I get back every single week.
that's so awesome. Yeah,
I'll say something too on that, Maya. I like that you guys have like a team. You're not like somebody's cousin-in-law in the basement. Like, you know what I mean? Like you talk to someone, sometimes they have like this bookkeeper, but it's almost like, like you don't know what they're doing. You don't know if their work is actually correct. They're not really in communication very often. So, that's something I appreciate, is like, there's, we have Celeste, we have Lexi, we have you, we have all these people that are, they're wearing their hat, they're doing their role. And so it really kind of makes everything easier to oversee, and also to like, communicate with people and get help.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know Celeste, we just did our, Facebook Live last night all about payroll, and she just did a bunch of payroll stuff for you guys as well. So yeah, she's an angel, a payroll angel. She does so much. She's her and Lexi both, they're my right hand and left hand. I have a Lexi as well. Lexi's are just cool, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. We run into people who have bookkeeping. I actually just ran into someone who had bookkeeping done by a company, I believe in India, and they told him, well, we've never done real estate investing bookkeeping before, so we'll do it for free for you just because we're getting our hands into it. And the problem is that they messed it up so bad that it's going to cost him so much money to fix what they even did for free. Yeah. And I was like, honestly, you might as well delete it and start over. That'll probably save you more time and money. But, that's something that you run into. And I'm not saying there aren't possibly great bookkeepers not in the US, but when you run into these people, your cousin's mother's second brother or something like that, you don't know what their quality level is. You don't know what their infrastructure is, where we're very, very transparent. I do very thorough testing and vetting process to even take on a new bookkeeper. And then even once I have that bookkeeper, we have a quality control process at every step to make sure that the bookkeeping is perfect and accurate. And the communication, like you said, we always get back to people in one business day. So it makes a big difference, I know, to my clients, and obviously to you guys as well, because you hired us. Awesome. Okay, good. Well, is there anything that you'd like to say to our audience in closing, to tell them? I love how I'm putting you on the spot. I'm not a marketing person. I'm just, trying here. So here we go.
Quit messing around and hire Maya.
Yes, totally. 100%. I back that up.
Not a game.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate both of your time. I know you guys are super busy. So thank you so much for coming on here and doing this for me. And I will see you guys soon. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Maya.
All right. Talk soon.
Okay, bye-bye.